When taxiing on your knees, your center of mass is your ass, and your balance depends on its position. You can keep it high or sit down more on your heels. Depending on where your knees are pointing, you'll get a different effect. If they are pointing this way, raising or lowering the ass, you'll make the board lean sideways. If your knees are facing this way instead, you're gonna either raise or lower the nose. In this clip, for example, we can see the student is keeping the knees facing to the nose, and you can see that lowering the ass makes the nose go up. And for balance purposes, you always want to keep your center of mass centered on the board. And so you always have to move your knees accordingly to your ass, because if you're well centered with your ass up and then lower it, now your body weight is here. Although moving your center of mass slightly off the center of the board can have useful effects that you might want to exploit. You can see here he lowers the ass, and this means that the board will go more easily towards the wind. This depends also on the wing's position, but you can see here he is now going upwind even too much. And you can actually use this trick of lowering the ass to make the board rotate upwind, for example, after you just flip the wing, which often can force your board in a downwind direction. Notice how I lowered my ass a little bit, but not entirely, because I didn't want to over-rotate. Also, notice that my knees are diagonal and not facing straight to the nose. This means that my body weight is going to shift more diagonally as I raise and lower my ass, which lowers the amount of forward and backward movement of my body weight, but adds a little bit of sideways movement. So, since to learn wing foil you're going to have to spend a lot of time on your knees, because if you stand up too early you're just going to fall on repeat and not do any practice, learn to position your ass and knees accordingly to each other and have precise control of the movements of your center of mass over the center of balance of the board. This video is part of a playlist called Technical Knowledge for Beginners, which is part of the beginner course entirely available on this channel. So check out all the videos, enjoy your practice, and keep flying.